Hey everyone, this is Chris. Got some really exciting news to be able to share with you, IC3 Kids parents, nursery, and volunteer helpers. After a lot of prayer, after looking at tons of data, talking to our leaders, we are planning to relaunch our children's ministry and our nursery ministry starting on Sunday, September 13th. This has been a long time coming, and we're eager to get back to helping your kids grow and love Jesus. That's one of the things that we have strived to provide throughout this pandemic. We want to let you know a couple things that we've improved in our space, but before we get into that, we want to let you know that if you don't feel comfortable being back in person yet, that's okay. We want to continue to provide the go boxes and the teaching material that we provided throughout this pandemic for you and your family. If you haven't been a part of that and you'd like to be a part of that, send me an email, chriscoker@iowocitychurch.org, and I will definitely get you involved in that program. Those things will continue moving forward and giving you opportunities to help you as a family grow toward God together. We feel like that's so important during this time. So let's talk a little bit about our IC3 Kids space first, and for our nursery spaces that we'll talk about here in just a minute. So one of the things that we have decided based on the mayor's mandate, the Iowa City School District's recommendations, our church policies and guidelines as well, is all kids, volunteers, nursery and children's church will be required to wear a mask. Now, you can wear a mask like this, but I think a mask like this would be even cooler. So check that mask out. What do you think? All right, so enough of the silliness, but we do want to let you know that if you have kids in our children's space and our nursery space, we want them to wear a mask. If you're a volunteer, wear a mask as well. If there's some health concerns that you have that prohibits you from being able to wear a mask, please let me know ahead of time so that we can make arrangements for you. Also, it's recommended that children 2 and under do not wear a mask, so they will not be required to wear a mask inside the nursery space. So let's talk about what happens when you arrive into IC3 Kids. As you come up the stairs, you'll notice a half door that's been cut in half, and right there our check-in station will be. It's a lot different than it was earlier before the pandemic, but as you go up to the space, a person will greet you at the computer. They'll welcome you and your family. They'll ask your name, and then there'll be a health screening questions that'll be on the back side of the computer screen. If your family has not had any of those symptoms on that poster in the last 48 hours, your kid will be able to be checked into our nursery space, our children's ministry space, and they'll have an awesome time during the service today. And they'll get their name tag just like they used to, and they'll be into their space in children's ministry. So let's talk a little bit about what the space will look like for IC3 Kids. We've done a couple things to improve the space. We're going to, of course, decorate it like we have in the past. We've got a great theme to start off the month of September with. We're really excited about. But there won't be any chairs. We'll be in the big main room the whole time. And one of the things that we're going to do to help provide social distancing and things like that is they're going to get to customize their square each and every day, each and every Sunday. So each Sunday, the families will check in and they'll be directed to go to their specific space. If you have more than one kid in our children's ministry, they will go to the same family square. It'll be squares based on family. And inside that square, you'll have all your supplies for the crafts, the lessons, the games, the activities, but they'll also get to customize their space each week. It might have Play-Doh, it might have cardboard, it might have Legos. It might be that they're to design a trace around their body so that they can have an extra person in their square with them. We got some exciting things that we're going to share with them as we get started. And so each week they'll be able to customize their space to make it personally their own. We also want to let you know that the restrooms will be deep cleaned throughout the IC3 Kids space before services, and all the supplies that we use for the crafts and activities, those things will be cleaned and sanitized and inside of totes in each space for each of the family members. So one of the ways that you can help us is by letting us know ahead of time that you're coming so that we can make the proper arrangements for you and your family. You can do that simply by going on the link that I'll provide down below here. It is a pre-enrollment for each individual Sunday. So you just let us know how many kids are coming, and we will have that space set up for them ready to go. So let's talk a little bit about the nursery, our little guys, and the helpers that we have down there. As we talked about with our children's church, they'll check in the same way, they'll answer the same health screening questions, and then a parent will take them down to the nursery. And at the nursery, if you have a diaper bag or anything like that, there'll be clear totes on the outside of the nursery for you to drop those items in for your child during the service. If they need to have a diaper change, if they have a change outfit, whatever it might be. And once you've dropped your kid off, one of the best ways for you to enter the service is to go down the stairs just to the south side of the nursery and back into the worship center. That will help keep us be able to social distance in the hallway and keep that hallway open as much as we can. So let's talk a little bit about the nursery stuff. The nursery toys will be rotated each week. So there'll be a set of toys for week 1. Those toys will be cleaned, sanitized, and then as the service is over, those toys will all be collected and then returned, and then they'll be put in a bucket where we'll clean and sanitize them. And the second week's bucket will be brought out for the next Sunday so that we can have a constant rotation of toys for the kids to play with. At this point in time, we're not planning to do snacks in the nursery right now. We plan to phase that in and evaluate that as time goes along. So at the end of the service, as parents, one of the best ways that you can help us is to quickly come and get your children and meet at the same checkout area where you checked in at. Come in, checkout person will be at the computer, and we will bring the kid to you, and then you'll walk to the west side of our children's space, down the stairs, and return to the worship area or to your car at your convenience. So that's a lot of information to kind of run through in just a short amount of time. But we do want to let you know that these plans that we have in store are for your kids to be able to continue to grow, but we need your help. If you've been a volunteer with us in the past and you'd love to be able to invest in the lives of kids like you have been for many, many months, we would love to have you join back into this team as we relaunch our children's ministry. We've made helping out upstairs very, very simple. We have 3 jobs in the children's church area, and we need 2 helpers each week in the nursery. The children's church, IC3 Kids, we have a Bible teacher, we have an activity leader, we have a check-in and check-out person. The check-in and check-out person, as soon as the service is started, they check in kids. Once that's done, they can return to the service and then return during the last song so that they can get prepared for the checkout. So if you don't want to miss the service, checking in, checking out kids is a great way for you to serve and help us out. So if we're going to relaunch this ministry, we need your help. So in the links below in this email, I provided a schedule for you to sign up to help. If you have questions about helping, if you've never helped before, but you're like, man, I think I can do this. In fact, I know you can do it. If you have a heart for Jesus and you want kids to know and love him, that's what you need to be able to do this job and to help invest in the lives of kids. So we have a schedule that we put together that's very, very simple. You sign up for the job that you want on the specific Sunday that you want based on your schedule. We make it as easy as we can for you. You can sign up monthly. You can sign up, I can help out this particular day, and I may not be able to help out any other day, but that specific Sunday. If that's the case, we still need you. We need you to be able to help us as we relaunch our children's ministry. So the last thing I want to share with you, and I know that this has been challenging. I know that a lot of you as parents have been working through these go boxes and helping your kids grow to know God. And we want to continue to help you and your family have a path through these challenging times and help point them to Jesus. That is our main goal, and that's what we're passionate about here at Iowa City Church and IC3 Kids in our nursery. God bless you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and call me 816-718-3345, or you can email me at chriscoker@iowacitychurch.org, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. God bless. We look forward to seeing you September 13th.